Hey there guys, welcome back. Today for Commander Deck Tech I wanted to cover Giada, the Font of Hope. Just Angel Tribal, nice simple, mono white, good creature beatdown. Very good commander, very cheap at 2 mana, 2/2, with Flying Vigilance. Each other angel you control enters the battlefield with additional 1/1 counters on it for each angel you already control. Gives them like a progressive growth, and she can also tap for mana, which is rare and white, but only for angel spells. So you're giving a inherently expensive mana cost tribe a commander who's a mana dork and makes him come in bigger. It's a win-win, right? So lieutenants to the deck would definitely be Sephara, the Sky Blade, and Avis and Angel of Hope, both giving us an indestructible board state and very hard for your opponent to deal with. Sky Blade can be easily cast through tapping down angels even better. Angel of Destiny and Aetherflux Reservoir would be our wink additions for the deck other than good old beatdown. Angel of Destiny gives each player life, but if you've got 15 more than your starting total while the thing's out, you can make the player who you attacked lose the game, so you can work around the table. And then Aetherflux Reservoir, you can just pay 50 to do 50 damage where you need. We are angels, we have a lot of lifelink, just really strong life gain. It'd be very easy through combat to get up to 100 life and just win through that if you wanted to. Onto the actual angels here. Really, you can put anything you want in here. Usually angels are pretty medium to high mana cost, but they've got very good stat lines and abilities with them. They're just really efficient combat creatures. Things I like to go with would be Youthful Valkyrie. It's a nice cheap one at 2 mana, but it gains more counters with other angels entering the battlefield. Inspiring Overseer can draw a card and gain some life. Metro Reformer, it gives you hexproof, weirdly enough, good for anti-mill, burn, stuff like that. But if it is dealt damage, you gain that much life as well. You got the Righteous Valkyrie. Every time an angel or cleric enters your battlefield, you gain life equal to the toughness. And then if you get to 47 life or more, you get a Lord effect of 2/2 for all your creatures. That's pretty good on a 3-drop. Then you've got Steel Seraph, which you'll always pay the prototype cost, which at the beginning of each upkeep, well, combat, sorry, you can give one of your creatures Flying Vigilance lifelink. You pick a lifelink most of the time. Then we've got the Resplendent Angel and the Valkyrie Harbinger here. Both of them can generate tokens based on life gain. Then you have Emeria Shepherd with its landfall, you can get things back from your graveyard to your hand, but if that land was a plains, you can put a non-land permanent straight into play. That's pretty good. Similar effect with Bruna here. When she enters, you can resurrect an angel from your graveyard, or maybe use it to resurrect Gisela, a really combat effective angel with flying, first strike, and lifelink. You can merge them together, which is always really cool, and you get the big old voice of nightmares with flying, first strike, vigilance, lifelink, a 9/10, and your opponents cannot cast spells with 3 mana or less. Pretty good. Then into the actual really just stat-liney, combat efficient creatures. You've got Baneslayer Angel, flying, first strike, lifelink, pro dragons and demons. It might come up more than you think in Commander. You've got Lyra the Dawnbringer, kind of similar stat line, but she Lord affects all your other angels and gives them a lifelink. That's pretty good. I love Angel of Jubilation, but really for mono white only. Lords all your angels, and your opponents, well anyone, sorry, cannot sacrifice or pay life for anything. Then you've got Linvala, locks your opponent out of activated abilities, even better. You've got Archangel of Thune, every time you gain life, just dump counters on your entire board state. Archangel of Tithe makes it harder for your opponents to block or be blocked. Then you've got Herald of War, making all your angels even cheaper to cast based on the number of counters on her. Don't forget, your commander dumps counters on angels when they enter based on the number of angels you already have. So she, as a front runner, can bring all the other angels in behind her very quickly. The brand new Warping Angels, so the Starfield Shepherd, when it enters, you can search your library for a basic plains or creature card with CMC 1 or less. Really just getting a land here, we're mono white, we're doing it for the ramp, so you can pay the warp and then pay it hard, so you get 2 basics out of this one angel. And another Warping Angel here can resurrect from the graveyard for non-land permanents equal to the mana spent on the angel. Warping at 3 might get you like equipment or supporting pieces back or one of your smaller angels, but when you hard cast it, you can resurrect another big angel. Into support, Heliod Suncrown works really well. Every time we gain life, just dump counters and creatures. It can give things lifelink, which will keep us in the game very long. Technically not an angel, but Sarah Ascended is just an obnoxious card and I had to put it in here. If you have 30 more life, it's a 6/6 flying lifelinker. Very dumb. Then you've got the Bishop for Wings. Every time an angel enters, you gain 4 life, but if you lose angels, you do get spirit tokens in exchange. True Conviction is a very much endgame card, giving your creatures double strike, which will probably kill people dead through damage alone, but double strike and lifelink is pretty fun. Court of Grace brings Monarch into the game, offering potential card draw for us, but it does generate 1/1 flying tokens, or if we are the Monarch, we get 4/4 angels, which of course we care about. Luminarch Ascension, if it's your opening hand, you can protect yourself or whatever. If you can charge this thing up to 4 counters on it, you can just spam 2 mana to create 4/4 angels all day long. The Flowering White tree gives us a Lord effect for our non-legendaries and legendary creatures, and our legends get Ward 1, which is nice to have. Flawless Maneuver is just a bit of protection for our board state. And we've got a few bits of equipment here. We've got the Staff, giving a creature lifelink. You have 30 more life, which we probably will. Gives that creature 5/5 indestructible and prevent damage. Just turn your commander to an absolute beat stick if you need to. Helm of the Host, making copies of anything in this deck is probably pretty good value. Even your commander. It's more mana dorks, it's more counters entering on your angels, gets out of hand very quick. And Mithril Coat and Lightning Greaves again to protect the commander or your other key angels. For removal, I've kind of gone hard because mono white is slower, so we need to buy time, so killing threats early on to let us build our own board state and all that jazz. So just kind of pick what you want in here. I've got Swords, Path, Stroke of Midnight, Generous Gift is more direct removal, followed up with Get Lost, Disenchant. Rebuff the Wicked is pretty good. It's a gotcha counter spell. It counters something that targets your permanent. Dark Mutation to lock down someone's commander. And then for board wipes, I've got Farewell just to exile everything. Damning Verdict works pretty well. You destroy all creatures that counters on them, so depending who you're versing, as long as they're not like blue-green hanging around, a lot of your angels will remain in play thanks to your commander putting counters on them on entry. And Angel of the Dire Hour is a exile all attacking creatures on cast, which if flash you can do it in response to your opponent attacking you. Into draw, we have done the best we can with mono white. Folk Hero is a really cool background enchantment. When you cast creatures that share a type with your commander, you get to draw a card once per turn. For 2 mana, that's a pretty good enchantment. Endless Atlas is a pay 2 to draw a card, only if you have 3 more lands the same name. A lot of basic lands, so that's doable. Well of the Lost Dreams, you can gain life and then draw cards, very good. I do have the One Ring in here. I have to, it's mono white, we are struggling in the draw department. And taking damage from the burden counters is not a thing for us because of all our life gain. And then we've got the Exemplar of Light. Every time you gain life, you put a counter on it, and whenever 1 or more counters are put on it, you draw a card. Only triggers once per turn, but that means on entry, your commander puts counters on it, then you get to draw a card. And then the Fireman Commando lets you draw a card through attacking with a couple creatures, and it rewards other players for not attacking you with card draw. So very fun 4-way game. Into ramp, we have a lot because angels are on the medium to high end for mana cost. So good old land tax and Gift of Estates, getting a ton of basics out of our deck very quick, thinning the deck down. I've got Cage Sun as your mana doubler. I was tossing up between like Gauntlet of Power, Cage Sun, or the planar lands. Take your pick. I think Cage Sun is just easier because it doesn't care what land it is as long as producing that color. Nyx's Lotus is just equal to Devotion, so it's a pretty big mana rock. Throne to Eldraine is also a big mana rock, or it's a very good draw, which again, we need draw. And we've got Urza's Incubator and Pearl Medallion to make our angels even cheaper to play. Then we have Arcane, Soul, Mind Stone, and Wayfarer Bauble. I love the Mind Stone because mid-late game, just sack it out, draw another card. Lands worth mentioning, Emeria the Sky Ruin. When you hit 7 or more planes, you get to resurrect creatures every time. That's pretty good. 3 Tree City and Shrine to Nyx are very greedy mana bases. I do have Cavern of Souls in here because angels are expensive and you don't want to get countered if you can help it. Tyrite Sanctum, I do like it. It's a little bit slower. It does take kind of 2 turns, a bit of mana investing, but you can turn a legendary creature into a god, and then you can turn that god into indestructible. It is worth doing. And then Seraph Sanctum is Angel Tribal Land. Every time an angel enters, you gain a life, worth having. And that is Giada, the Font of Hope. A really cool, very cheap, very supporting tribal commander and angels. Cool thing with the angels, they're always printed like every set, like 1 or 2. So over time, there's been a lot of cool angels added to the game. So there's definitely a strong tribe here. But you know your weaknesses are card draw, nice, simple Unga Bunga, no silly combos. We're not doing Spider-Man stuff. It's just an easy, traditional tribe, and it's got some pretty cool artwork in it if you're into the angels. Alright, I think that's it. Thank you for watching, guys. If you liked it, give it a like and a sub. We are going for 6K, and we're getting there pretty quick. And thank you to my patrons, as always, for your direct support. I cannot thank you enough. Yeah. Cool commander. Nice and cheap. I like cheap mono commanders. Alright, see you guys. Bye.
On the one hand, gold. On the other hand, painful, agonizing failure.